Good evening, everyone. I'm Kristen Farley.
And I'm Bo Williams. The Bassmasters Classic, a tournament being called the Super Bowl of Fishing, is in Knoxville this weekend.
Professional fishermen now making their way to East Tennessee for the national competition. In our top story tonight, sports director Marshall Hughes taking to the water as we count down to the huge event.
Over 50 anglers will go after the top prize in bass fishing this weekend in Knoxville.
It's the Super Bowl of bass fishing. It's what we all dream of, winning from the time we're a little kid and we catch our first bass all the way up, as we're starting our careers. Everybody dreams of winning the Bassmasters Classic.
Jay Yellis's dream came true 17 years ago in Birmingham, winning the 2002 title. The Oregon native has competed in over 200 tournaments, none bigger than the Bassmaster Classic.
It's a major deal for the city of Knoxville. I mean, the Classic has never been to Knoxville. It's never been to the state of Tennessee. And the Bassmasters Classic is the largest event in the fishing industry worldwide each year.
Recent heavy rains have raised the water level on the Tennessee River stretching into Fort Loudon Lake and Tellico. And with millions of gallons spilling over nearby dams, the water current is moving fast.
I'm amazed that we have this much current in Tennessee River right now. It's going to play a major factor. It's going to change the way the lake fishes. It's going to compress everything. So the guys are not going to have to look in a lot of different areas that we would at this time of the year. So the current is going to be the #1 factor in this Classic.
It will impact the fishing, I think, in a good way. The fishing should be really good this week. High water just affects where the bass are located. That usually brings them up shallow, but I expect there'll be some big fish and quite a few, nice limits caught in this tournament.
So each day on the Tennessee River, these anglers will start with what's called a takeoff, where speeds get up to 70 miles an hour.
After takeoff near Volunteer Landing, each angler will get 8 hours on the water to reel in 5 of the biggest bass they can find.
This lake, Loudon and Tellico, a 6-pounder is a prized possession, and you're going to see some of those this week.
These fish will soon be entering the spawning period. That begins later this month. But until then, Yallis and Mark Menendez said the bass are in bulking season and could set up a big day at the weigh-in inside Thompson Bowling Arena.
It will be electric because everybody here in East Tennessee loves to fish, and having been a competitor in the Classic many times, even still, when I come through and I can see my face on that big jumbotron, a big lump jumps up in your throat. This is the pinnacle of bass fishing. This is the only real tournament that counts. This is the one everybody remembers, and we all want to be on that trophy.
It's got me excited about this weekend. Marshall Hughes joining us now live here in the newsroom.
Looks like you had a good time out there today, Marshall.
We had a blast. That boat can go fast, too. I tell you what, Jay Yallis, Mark Menendez, 2 veterans in the sport. They're not going to be competing in this year's Classic, but you can see them at the expo inside the convention center. That's going to be a whole nother party. They told me to also keep an eye on Knoxville native Ott Defoe. He's one to look out for, and the fish caught, something I didn't know. The fish actually caught, they're all thrown back in after the weigh-in, Kristen and Bo.
Huh.
Yeah, and the weigh-ins are something. If you've never been to one, it is something to go watch. But again, this is happening this weekend, March 15th through the 17th.
All the boats take off from Volunteer Landing. Weigh-ins are at Thompson Bowling Arena, and you can head over to the Knoxville Convention Center for the Bassmaster Expo. Gonna be an exciting time in our city this weekend.
It is gonna be a good time.